Mabuhay teammates! Ito ang Basketball Universe at ako si Bill Velasco. Sa pagkakataong ito, nakausap ko one-on-one si JV Gayoso na nakilala nung siya'y nasa Hinebra at ubod ng tindi ng kanyang energy na pinapasok tuwing siya'y naglalaro. Pero sinabi sa akin ni JV na ayaw niya mag-PBA at lalong ayaw niya sanang mag-Hinebra.
Ayoko mag-PBA.
Okay.
So I explained this many times na 2 years before that, my dad already wanted na mag-PBA ako, 89. Ayoko. Gusto ko amateur lang kasi gusto ko bumalik ng Amerika. And then, my dad passed away December 20, December 15, something like that. Nung namatay siya, out of courtesy, si Boss Buddy Encarnado was the one who talked to PBA asking if out of sympathy, ipasok. So, doon pumasok ako. Pero I never knew. When we got to the draft, sinabi sa akin, uy, kukunin ka ng Hinebra. Sabi ko, ba't ako kukunin ng Hinebra? I never tried out. It was Bennett Palad, sila Poblador. Yan, yung mga nag-try out. Ako hindi eh. So yun, nakuha ko. And then I was the first round, I was included, first round draft pick, put on reserve. In history, ako lang yon. Put on reserve. Kasi nga, I was going through the morning stages, of that. Pero I never expected. I didn't want Hinebra kasi magugulang sila eh. Totoo! Lahat ng tahi ko, lahat ng tahi ko sa mukha, Don may pangalan yan, may mga taga ko, Kuya Ipe, kung lahat sila. Gugulang nyo.
So what was it like nung nakapasok ka na Hinebra?
Wow. Pagpasok ko pa lang, the fans were there we were in Acropolis. Eventually when we started stretching, dumating na si Tatay Coach. That one was talagang you're forgetting to count your stretching because you're looking at his face, his nose, his ears, his neck, everything just to absorb.
Starstruck ka talaga.
Oo, talaga because nga although I would see him play, but iba yung pareho kaming suot eh. Nasa practice uniform eh. So iba yon. Alam ko lang I wasn't supposed to be there.
Okay.
I knew that. I knew that part. I knew if they sign me up with for a 1-year contract, they'll probably release me.
Okay.
But nahuli ko yung kiliti.
Okay. Patay kung patay.
Yeah, that's one. Many said nga, pagka inutusan ako gawin something, if he says something, I'll do it. But more than that, huli ko kiliti ni Jowo. Kasi he would have drills. We'd go one-on-one eh. And I noticed, yung mga veterano nandun, kami mga rookie, sa kanya pinapasama. So, when it was Bennett Palad's turn, pangatlo ko eh, sinisisiw ni Joe, iba. He would have moves. Bennett is a good guard. But Bennett was playing well.
Matangkad si Bennett.
Yeah, he looks lang short, but when he stretches, he's probably 6'3", like that. Long arms. Sinisisiw ni Joe. Tapos mga tao watching, pumapalakpak. So I go, wow, turn ko na. So upon approaching him, I go, Coach, this was 1991 when everybody wanted him to retire. Sabi ko, Coach, eto na ang retirement mo. When I said that, nasira na siya, binato sa akin yung bola sa paa, tawa lang siya. He couldn't continue. As in, and then hiniyakap ko, Coach, biro lang. But he wasn't mad. Natawa lang siya. Ang pal naman itong player na to para hiritan ako. Living legend. Hiniritan ko talaga siya. Ang dami kong blunder kay And then eventually, as time progressed, I would always sit with him. When we would eat together, when we would go out of town, kakain kami. Mga veterano nandun. Si Jowo walang kasama. I would sit with him. The reason why I'd sit with him, hindi siya kukuha ng pagkain eh. Dinadalhan siya ng pagkain.
Okay. Busog ka na rin.
Yeah, so I'm there eating and whatever. And then si Coach has this bad, crazy habit. He will get whatever seafood. Minsan kuratsa, crab. Pag sa out of town, katabi ko siya. Bubuksan niya. Mahilig siya.
Magkakamay.
Tapos ilalagay niya sa plato ko, ako kakain. Sabi ko, gusto niya yung ganun eh. At that
parang
time,
tatay talaga.
Yeah, so it became I became an adopted son, not only because of the playing, but because that's why naging nabansagan niya nga akong totoy. So I get the totoo yun. I get his good side.
Laging pinag-uusapan, kakaiba yung mga fan ng Hinebra. Napaka-panatiko nila. Ano yung mga naranasan mo?
Oh, it's both good and bad. So when I remember because of yung masakit sa akin is because maraming lumalabas mga highlights nung panahon. So there was one that I took a 3-pointer and it was against Alaska and we won. So maraming Hinebra fans that were happy. Maraming Hinebra fans galit sa akin. Hinahampas yung kotse ko coming out of the venue.
Bakit?
Natalo sila sa ending.
Okay.
Natalo sila sa ending eh. So lahat hindi positive
Kasi may
lahat.
pusta.
I guess.
Oh.
Ako nananahimik ako.
Ikaw, laro lang eh.
Yeah, and then nung rookie year ko sinasampal yung mga kotse namin palabas. That's why we have to wait before leaving, lalo na yung ultra. Isa lang ang gate. Harang yan mga fans. Nakakatuwa sila but you know, when they're mad at you, they'll show.
Masang-masa talaga.
Oo, hindi lahat masaya. And then sometimes naman nakakatuwa yung fans ng kalaban nagche-cheer sa amin, lalo na yung first game. They continue watching and they cheer for us. So, wow, even more. Which is, you know, surprising kasi natutuwa kami, they're cheering for you. Pagkalaban sila, namumura ka naman. So, ano ba? Hindi ko,
Ano ba talaga?
Oo nga, hindi ko mag-gets eh. So, but it's a mixture of everything that ended up becoming a great world of sports for me.
And then, of course, syempre, sigurado ako hindi mo makakalimutan yung mga championship.
Oh yeah.
Pero matagal yung agwat, ha? Matagal yung agwat ng championship mo. 6 years?
Probably 91 and 98. 97. 97. Tama, 6 years. Yung pinaka-ayoko was we were down 3-1 against Shell. That was 1991. We were down 3-1. So, I was supposed to guest na for Jolly pa. 3-1. I mean, nobody came back from 3-1.
Yeah.
All right. So nag-commit ako. The night before the supposed Game 7, nag-commit na ako kay Coach Jolly pa na I'll attend this parang Boys Town affair. So, umabot kami ng Game 7. The night before, sabi ni Jaworski, we all hear mass in where LaSalle Green Hills is. So we all hear mass there, ganyan. And Don left also eh. So, lumakas loob ko.
Don ang palayo, paborito rin yun.
We didn't end up playing Game 7. I don't know if you noted that. Binangko kami. So anyway, so I missed the
mass.
So ayan na si Distrito, humiga na. Shum, pasok. Sigawan na. Yeah. Gulo sa dagat. I didn't know na pati fans pumapasok.
Oh no.
Sa sobrang gulo, nandun ako malapit sa pinto, nandun yung mga veterano. Sumasayaw-sayaw akong ganyan. And then after that, may sumisigaw. Hoy, Totoy. Hindi ko naman alam kung hoy, Totoy. Hoy, Totoy. Pagtingin ko, ako pala. Kasi nga, sa susunod ha. Sabi ko.
So leksyon sa'yo yun.
Pinagalitan pala ako because I think and then people were saying, the reason why we did reach 7 games, my job was to stick to Ronnie Magsanok no matter what.
Okay.
I was the quickest one eh. Not quick enough to guard Ronnie because Ronnie was amazing. He would step back and has those threes. But still, I gave him a hard time. They had to adjust a lot and then we were just helping to stop Ronnie. Because Benji, sa ilalim.
Wala na.
Hayaan mo na. It's the 3-point shots we have to stop.
Sino ba mga mahirap talaga bantayan nung panahon na yun?
Volgerius Plana and Ato Agustin were my toughest. I mean, sa local ha. Kasi
si Ato nag-MVP pa nung 92 eh.
Yeah. Ato is quick and then because hindi ko naman talaga dapat sila binabantayan. But because of the changes in sub, I end up guarding them. So I'm not prepared for them, but still they're tough. I also need to mention Jojo Lastimosa.
Oo naman.
Jojo Lastimosa, whether I stop him or not, he will still get the ball. I mean, if I stop him a lot of times,
He'll still get the ball.
and he still makes close to 20 points. So I mean, I don't know.
Ito yung Alaska na.
Alaska na siya.
Oo.
I enjoyed playing more with the veterans, Chito, Coach, sila Dante, Rudy, and Philip and Leo, because I was moving without the ball. I was quick. So I would rarely touch that ball. We didn't have a go-to post-up player.
Okay.
Chito was shooting from the outside. Ray Cuenco was shooting perimeter shots. There was no post-up presence. So I was moving and cutting, getting myself free. And I remember the best time ever of my life was coach would face to the right. I'm on the wing. He will turn. He'll look at me. He will turn, face there, and do behind the back pass.
O, diba?
And then I would catch and just lay it in because iiwanan ko talaga. And okay, so those were my memorable times. Philip Cesar had another thing. He would look at you and then with his long arms, I just cut, easy layup. It had to change when Marlo and Noli came in.
Oo nga pala.
Hindi na ako kakat.
Oo, kasi mababangga mo sila.
Right. And then my man will help. Ipit na sila. I just wait now outside and shoot.
That's yung Yao Ming, Tracy McGrady problem ng Houston. Wow. So, paano yung adjustment mo nung talagang yung mga tao biglang nagtitira ng 3-point shot? Kasi nung umpisa, wala yan eh.
Konti
Diba?
lang.
Oo.
Yeah. Well, it's the change. Alam ko pag when they change it to FIBA rules, may zona na, you have to shoot. I mean, I became effective the early part of my career because nga there's what do you call that, yung illegal defense.
Oh, yeah.
So because I'm quick, I can leave. Okay, I can leave my man. Now, because of the zone, you have to improve your outside shooting.
Yes.
And you have to have a post-up presence who knows how to pass. So, having said that, I wasn't sikat sa PABL. Kasi nga sa PABL, may zona eh. So, useless ako kahit mag-cut ako, iwanan ko
May
tao.
tao palagi.
May tao palagi. So, I wasn't effective. But when I got to the PBA, suddenly, wow, okay pala dito.
Pwede.
Yeah, until they changed to the FIBA rules of having zone and all that. Then I saw you really have to shoot a lot. Yun nga lang, this is what my advice is. You know, everybody said, nakaka-shoot ako. Pero hindi porket libre ka, titira ka. Hindi porket ikaw ay may abilidad tumira, ay titira ka. And that's the reason why I can name so many other good 3-point shooters who didn't last. Bakit? Once they're put in, they have to shoot. That's their mentality. Me, no, I look first. If I'm free, I'll take the shot. If I miss, sorry. But I make sure that morning, I already shot 500 3-point shots. And that's what people don't understand. I don't go to the game shooting my first 3. Tumira na ako ng 500 na pasok that morning. My dad trained us since siguro mga grade, first year probably. 5 S's. Shoes, socks, supporter, short shirt. Shoes, socks, supporter, short shirt. So, yan ang kailangan mo ilagay sa bag. Yan ang bubuhay sa'yo. Shoes, socks, supporter, short shirt. So I was there at 35, probably something to that effect, and I would wake up. I was already with Tanduay and shoes, socks, supporter, short shirt. Kailangan ko na naman gawin ito. Wow, I have to wake up and drive to practice.
Trabaho na. Naging trabaho na.
Yeah. And it wasn't fun anymore. Eh. I mean, a lot of when we get together, mga Hinebra, iba yung what Jaworski did. It was a family. He didn't want you to be angat or anything. When my other teammates from Hinebra went to other teams, that's the same thing they say. Iba yung tayo eh. I mean, they experience other people, but the family, the brotherhood, the kantsawan, the get-togethers, the
loyalty. That was number one kay Coach Jaworski.
Yeah. And you can sense coach will remove if he sees something sticking out, he will remove that player. Pag hindi nagka-ano. And you have to be tough eh. Kasi I don't know kung ibabanggit ko to, pero i-edit nyo na lang kung meron.
Live tayo eh.
Okay. Hindi, kasi ganito yun eh. So, you have to be tough. So, bantay kita. So, minsan sinasabi ko, sige, lusutan mo ako, may hahampas sa'yo. Eh, nandun si Wilmer Ong, nandun si Maki De Hoy, si Benny Cheng. Don't get me wrong, ha? Marlo and Noli, manghahampas din yan. So, pag lumampas sa akin, may hahampas. Kung hinampas ko na at natinawagan ng foul, may sunod na hampas pa yun. So, you have to do that. Why?
You will pay the price.
That's one. And second, you won't go in again. And then my second retirement, I just said no more na.
Hindi mo na gusto.
Hindi na. It was no more. It wasn't fun. I was an embarrassment. I would go to the gym and I look, why do I need to lift weights? I mean, hello. There was nothing more. I hit a 3-point shot. I dunked in a game. I stole and won the I did everything. Everything you can list to help win a game. I did it na so it wasn't fun. Like I said, I think the reason why I felt that way is because I'm more of a soccer player, football player by heart. I was also more focused now on my kids. So that's how I started teaching. My first students were my 3 kids, and then 2 more neighbors joined, and then until dumami na, and then I ended up in teaching in Dominican, in Santa Rosa Dominican School, and then I ended up teaching in Malaysia. I was there for AMBAC, All Malaysian Basketball Academy, and then I started, what I teach is not basketball. I teach hand-eye foot coordination drills using basketball drills. And that's what I do. So that's where I put my focus on, and that's why I joined up. If they ask me, do you still play 5-on-5? No. What?
What for?
But I joined the drills with the kids, and then I coached, and then I became a sports director in Batangas. So all these things.
Anong na-enjoy mo doon, anong kaligayahan mo?
With the kids,
Oo.
I can be a bully 100,000 times always. I'm a bully. I tell them, you make a mistake, you see this, kapatid pa yan. So I tell them that. No, but I enjoy training the kids because I see, this is what I did during COVID, during the lockdown, because I see the value of training kids.
Yes.
I would go to Alfonso and I would, train kids there. Tago. Will I get in trouble by saying that?
Hindi.
No. Okay, so tago yun kasi bawal eh. Pero I would train the kids. Training kids kasi you can see the change in their face. More than parents kasi go to work. Me, I see the genuine smile that comes out of each parent. I see the confidence that they have.
Yes.
I see the slow growth. To the eyes of the parents watching, they think it's all the same, but it's not. Because the kids, although they do finish from point A to B, sometimes they still make mistakes. And that's what we're trying to eliminate. Diba? Mistakes. That's why nga less errors sa game, mas maganda performance. So anyway, teaching the kids is, for me, is my second church. That to me, that's why I still do it until now, regardless of how many. And I met a young boy recently. His name's Samson. He's from there. The family's from Ukraine. He has behavioral problems and all that. And so I included him in my group now in New Valley. He likes it. He likes the group. He also likes the individual one-on-one, and then he also likes the group. So that's fine. When I was starting out, the reason why malakas loob ko to do this recently is because when I was starting out, many years ago, there were 2 kids. They had ADHD or something.
Which was not recognized yet at that time.
Right.
Oo.
So the mom would take him there, and then natatakot yung bata eh. So for a while, while they were sitting, sabi ko, Ma'am, hayaan nyo. Sige, you sit there. So I continued teaching. You cannot teach a kid if the kid doesn't want.
Yeah.
But when the kid, Coach, can I join? Yes!
Oo, naman.
Because gusto na. So then I include the boys. Graduate na sila, doktor na dalawa.
Oh, kita mo?
Many
I'm very happy for you, and I look forward to the things that we will do in the future.
At yan ang Basketball Universe para sa araw na ito. Muli kami ay susubaybayan ninyong Lunes at Biyernes sa YouTube at Facebook. Kaya like, share, subscribe at follow na rin. Laging tandaan, saan man kayo at ano man ang ginagawa ninyo, magkakampi tayo. Ako si Bill Velasco at ito ang Basketball Universe.